Hi YouTube! I've been getting comments on TikTok for months asking for a makeup tutorial, and I was debating whether I should post one on TikTok or on here, and I was like, I can go more in depth on here because my makeup takes me a very long time to do. It takes me a good 45 minutes. So trying to get 45 minutes into 1 minute for TikTok will not work for me. So this is my everyday makeup routine. I want to preface this video by saying I know the lighting is really weird. I'm using my phone as a torch because my ring light is broken. I'm still filming on my laptop. I will get a camera soon, I promise. And also my everyday makeup routine does change like every couple of weeks. This is just what it is at the moment, but this is like the minimal amount of makeup I will wear every day. So yeah, if you want to see this happen, then keep on watching. I've purposely just started the video with that clip because I didn't want this to be the first thing you saw when you put this video on. The first thing I use is Collections Mattifying Primer. I got this the other week because I used to use the dewy one, but I realised I just looked so sweaty, which I don't mind, but like there's a difference, there is a level of dewiness, and I can still be nice and glowy when I use this because I use glitter and everything, but it just doesn't make me look completely sweaty. And then as like a mixture between primer and foundation, I use the Collection Gorgeous Glow thingy. I use shade 1 Fair and shade 2 Fair/medium. I mix them. I put the fair one just like, I sort of use it as like a concealer. I put it under my eyes, middle. You don't need to use anywhere near as much as I do. I just really like this stuff, so I use it a lot. And then I don't blend it in. I put the darker shade sort of like low-key everywhere that I haven't put that other one, so it's like a little mixture. And then I literally just use this brush. I don't know what brush it is, it's just a flat brush and it's really fucked. I don't wash it. Probably should, but I don't. I like let it mix, but I also sort of keep it roughly where I put it, like because the lighter bits are in the places for a reason and stuff. Because I don't really like wearing foundation. I think it's because it normally feels really heavy on my face and I get really stressed. Like this doesn't feel light on my face, let's be so for real, because I put a lot of makeup on. Make sure you blend down your neck as well. It's not going to be completely perfect obviously just yet because I use the brush. And then I don't really use all three of these. These are the Collection Lasting Perfection concealers. I have shades 6, 7 and 8. I put shade 6 like right in the centre of my eyes. I have genetic eye bags, so I like to try and cover them up, but I also don't like the look of loads of concealer on me. And then I use shade 8 to go under there because it's like slightly lighter than my foundation. And I put it under my nose. I saw in Kim Kardashian's Vogue thingy like years ago that she puts it there. I've been doing that for like a week. I don't know what it does, but I like it, so I do it. And then I let it sit while I put in my eyebrow gel. Literally all the makeup I use is Collection because I cannot afford the more expensive stuff. This is literally just the Collection Lash and Brow Mascara. I go all of them completely up on each eyebrow, get all the hairs, the very few hairs that I actually have, and then I get to like this bit and I brush them all down, and then I go from underneath. I just sort of put them up into be a super duper skinny line. Can you see that? I know eyebrows are meant to be twins. Mine aren't. I've done too much to them over the years for them to even ever look like twins again. I like that to sit for a second before I put the pencil over it. So I blend this out. Again, I keep it pretty much where I placed it. It just gives me a bit extra coverage. And then I do the lighter bits under my eyes. I just get them roughly slightly blended. Then I blend the whole thing. And then I just sort of go over my whole face because there's some like brush marks and stuff. And now I am one colour. And then when the eyebrow gel feels mostly dry, a little bit wet though, I get my eyebrow pencil, which again is Collection Incredibrow in, I don't know which shade it is, it's just the brown one. And this is the thing that I care the most about on my face, my eyebrows. I'm trying to figure out how the hell I can do this on camera. This is going to be so hard. I go in here. I essentially just follow my eyebrow. I get it all over the skin underneath as well, so they look thicker before I wipe it off. I'm so sorry, I can't do this on camera. I will be right back. Okay, I got the rough shape. They look so bad. I know I look like the stereotypical British person. So you get a makeup wipe and just sort of go underneath a little bit to make it pretty much only in the actual hairs you have. And then I get the gel again and I go up in the front, just brush it up because I leave like a line of pencil underneath the front, up there, just to sort of like blend it a little bit more, and I brush them down again. Then I get the darker concealer again, I use shade 8 again, and I carve them out. I know Jaden Naomi says to not carve your eyebrows out, but I'm British so I have to. Then I literally just carve them out from the bottom. I normally carve them out just so you can see the pencil bit, but sometimes if I'm feeling like they're too thick, I'll sort of go over them, which I'll do in a second. This one feels way too big, so pop a little bit more there, and then carve over it slightly. Like, I always get hate on TikTok and that for how thin my eyebrows are, but to be fair, like, the actual eyebrows I do have on my face, like without makeup, they're not that thin. I just make them thinner with makeup. They're similar-ish. And then another thing I do while I'm carving them out is I get the darker foundation primer thingy, and I pop it over here, and I sort of carve out the ends, the tops of the eyebrow. So we go right up to the edge. There we go. So we carve out the top. Just makes them look even thinner than they already did. And then because I'm literally still one-dimensional at this point, I do my contour. This is the e.l.f. Halo Glow Beauty Wand. What shade is it? Don't know what shade it is. That one. I do it in like normal contour places, so we go upwards though. So upwards, I go there, lines. I don't really care if they're even. I go on the edge, so I go up. I do a little teeny tiny line there. And then on the forehead, because I have a big forehead, which I don't like. 1, 2, 3. And then I also go here. I do like 2 little lines. I do a lot of contour. I go over my lips, so I go like that. See, my lips are there. It goes on my lips a bit and it goes a little bit over. It looks crazy. It is crazy, but it's fine. And then I do my cheekbones, so we go. I don't dab it, I like fully blend it and then I dab it. And then I do my forehead. And then I leave my nose contour till last, and I use a little brush, like little oh god, a little teeny tiny brush, and we just sort of, with the flat bit like that, we go up, and then this bit here, that bit, I just sort of do a little, and then another thing of nose contour I do is I use this. It's a really old MUA eyebrow thing. I was given it by my mum's friend. There's literally no colours, but there's a little bit in this one, and I use this. So you can really just use like any light brown eyeshadow maybe. Get my brush in like literally the corner of this one. Then I essentially stamp it, so I go kind of where I just put the contour before I blended it out, and then I bake. For baking, again, what a shocker, I'm using Collection Lasting Perfection Sheer Loose Powder Matte in Translucent 2. That's probably not enough, but it's alright. Not right where I've just put that, but next to it. That's what I do for the nose baking, because I used to put it down the middle, but I felt like it just made my entire nose look matte and just blend in, which obviously I don't like my nose, so I do kind of want it to not be really noticeable, but you know, I am going to get a bit more, to be honest. Okay, and then I do my cheekbones. We just go under where I contoured, and then while I'm letting that sit, I do my eyes. I don't really do like much to my eyes every day. To be fair, my everyday makeup does change, especially my eyes. Right, I use this palette for literally everything. It's Glitter and Glow. What's the company? I genuinely think this might be a Tesco's palette. I got given this about 3 years ago for Christmas by my mum's friend, and I love it. It's a highlighter palette, but I use it for everything. I use that for blush later. I use this for bronzer and eyes. I use that for highlight because that's what it is, and eyeshadow sometimes. So I get this like orange, it literally is orange glitter, and I literally just go all over my lid. So there's glitter all over it still already. And then I sort of just like take it out on the side and underneath a bit. Like, look at that. And I haven't even added the glitter yet. This is just what's left over. And then I literally get a glitter stick. I don't remember. I think I got this on Amazon. It was either Amazon or TikTok shop. I don't remember. They sell it on both. And I'm pretty sure they sell it on like Shein and stuff. It's literally a glitter stick. Mine's a bit worn out. Look, I haven't even push the thingy. Yeah, mine's a bit broken. I literally put it in the middle. Look at that. And that's bad quality. It looks so much cooler. Then I get the brush that I was just using and I sort of go all over it again. Just to like blend it. It's just like a glitter fest. And then I get it and I go right under my eyebrow. I use it as like a highlight sort of, but also it's just glitter and I love glitter. So the other thing I do is I get the white. I just put it right there as well. Because obviously there is glitter, but it's not like a big, there you go, like you can see that now. Honestly, I don't care about fallout because the only thing on my eyes is glitter. So I don't really care if there's glitter all over my face because I put it all over my face purposely anyway. Let me rub the bake off because it's been a few minutes. Rub this off as well. I think that makeup is a lovely thing to do, which sounds so stupid because actually it doesn't sound stupid. Doing your makeup, sitting down and doing your makeup is a form of self-care, I think. A lot of people think that. Actually, it's not an original thought. I used to do it because I was like, I need to look better. And that is still one of the reasons I do it, which I'm trying to like get out of my brain. But it just like, it's fun. It's fun. Like, I just shove glitter on my eyes every day. I like it. It's fun and it's a form of self-expression. You know, when I was younger and I was really struggling, I would just slab a bunch of black makeup on my eyes, which I still do sometimes. I still do a lot of the time actually, but I just did it because I didn't care. I didn't care how I looked and I wanted to show that I was struggling, which is sad, but I do think that's kind of beautiful. I don't know, maybe that's a bit weird. And then I get this, again, this is literally my ride or die. And we get the orange, do that. Yeah, we just put it all the way up here. And then obviously because I baked, this sort of, the line gets a bit blurred and I do like to have sort of a line. So I just go over exactly where I put it before. And then for my blush, I do two things. I use this one, Benefit, the name is so rubbed off, Coralista, I believe. This one. I use this, I properly get that packed on and I put it right here, like right here. Where most people, where like in 2016 you would have put all your highlighter, that's where I put this. There, so you can see it. I wait until now to do my pressed powder. This is Rimmel Stay Matte Powder in 001 Translucent. I use the same puff because it all goes to the same place. And I go under my eyes and I put it under here. Then I brush it off immediately because obviously it doesn't really come off because it's pressed powder, but like there's a bit of a residue because I put a lot on. And then I get this from the palette, again my favourite palette ever, and I use it as a highlighter and a blush, and I put it where I put it before but like slightly blend it out. And then I get this brush again and I sort of properly put it on because obviously this has more pigment on it already, so it sort of puts the bronziness back on. And then what I do before I set is I get this palette again, there's a theme going on, Collection and this palette, and I do a teeny tiny nose highlight thingy. Like I learned this from James Charles years ago and I still do it, so I sort of just like reuse the same things because then I get this and I put it up here, put it up there. We just sort of blend it out a little bit more and then I set my face. This is the Collection Dewy Setting Spray. I've lost the lid, I need to get a new one, but I use quite a lot of this if I'm being honest. I do that and I have to keep my eyes shut because otherwise it makes the glitter run into my eyeballs and it really hurts me. See what I mean? Like it's a lot dewier now. And then once the setting spray is completely dry, I do my lashes. I don't know where this lash curl is from. It's really old and I'm aware you're meant to change the pads. I don't, because I don't really care. I say that I'm probably going to get an eye infection now because I've said that online. And then I use the Rimmel London Extra 3D Lash Mascara. I love this. I've used this one for like 2 years, I think. It's the only one I'll use. I have like pretty long lashes. I think that's just because of my like genetics. I'm part Austrian and like Italian. I get that from my great grandparents on my dad's side, I think. I curl my lashes twice on each eye. I don't like separate them or anything because they sort of just separate themselves, and then I do it again. Then once they're curled, I get the mascara and I mix it up a little bit That's an interesting noise. And I make sure that it's got like stuff on the end. Start from the side like that, and then I sort of just go all out. Do that. Do the top ones, and then I go the outside a little bit more. And then I do the same sort of thing for the under. I make sure there's a tiny bit on the end, not like as much as the top. Do the bottom lashes. That's all the actual makeup. And then my lip combo. I only just got this one because the lip liner that I normally use is completely out of stock everywhere near me. So this is the Rimmel London Lasting Finish Exaggerate lip liner in shade 63 East End Pink. And I overline, but I kind of only overline the top if I'm being honest. The bottom I go... This is going to be really quiet because I can't talk. So the bottom I overline right down there, and I have a double lip line I learned, so there's my lip line, but you can see on top there's another lip line. So I follow my lip line all the way up, I overline it slightly, and then I go like that. I go over the top, which I started doing in 2020 and I have not stopped since. My lips are actually wonky, like naturally they are wonky, so it always looks wonky when I do them. And then I use the L'Oreal Paris Colour Riche lipstick in shade 303 Rose Tendre, and I put it all over my lips. And then the last step is I use my Mr. LA Beauty. This is such a beautiful packaging, but because I put it in my work bag and like my keys, everything scrapes off the words. It's Mr. LA Beauty. I have the box. Mr. LA Beauty, he's on TikTok shop and he's got a website. He is the best at lip glosses ever, I swear. This is the shade Pros. I've been getting this for like almost a year now and I love it. Like, look at that. And then that is me done with my makeup. Let me know if you want to see me do any more makeup videos, because I get comments on TikTok all the time about like smoky eyes and all that, which I love doing. So if you want me to do maybe a smoky eye tutorial, then comment that down below. And if I can inspire anyone to just start putting glitter all over their face from this video, then I'll be happy. I think everyone should wear more glitter because glitter is fun. And are you against fun? Do you know what I mean? But yeah, thank you for watching this video. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe and comment what other videos you want me to make. Love you. Mwah. See you next week.